So,
Wow. So you guys were becoming known within as the guys who, this is the guys you connect with because they're going to get you out.
Yeah.
Yo.
Now, around that same time, we started also hobnobbing with Kina Big Ted. Actually, a bit earlier, 98. 98, we started hobnobbing with Kina Big Ted. So Big Ted, the late Big Kev, Likiodera, Dixon Gunjiri, the one who runs Fomo TV now. And there was another big guy, I've forgotten his name. No, not Circuit. There's another big guy, I've forgotten his name. But to me, he was like, you know, like the way Rockefeller had Jay-Z, Demon Dash, and Karim Bax.
Yeah.
So to me, that was Karim
Bax.
Yes. Now, the five of them had a company called Shilton Entertainment. They used to do gigs. Let me tell you.
They had sound, everything.
No. They were promoters.
In fact, that's what you guys were.
So now, when we met them, we realized that we are liking this event management more than necessarily artist management. So now we shifted a bit this way without necessarily letting go of this. So that's how we started getting into event management. So we started being their KYMs.
What?
So we used to distribute flyers for them. Like Ask Big Ted. We used to distribute flyers for them. We used to be their KYMs. When they had an office at Sima's restaurant. It wasn't an official office. It's just where they used to go. So that was their office. Then they had an office at KICC at some point. Because they used to do some work with KANU.
What?
Yes, the political party.
And this when KANU was KANU.
Yes. And you know KANU was KICC.
Yes,
like
exactly.
If you were KANU, you could get anything at KICC.
Yeah.
So we used to do a lot of stuff for them, like distributing flyers. We used to be their KYMs. Like I have some memorable experiences with them. I remember in 98 or 99, we did a gig with them outside Londro House, where it was something step up for the blind. There's a blind athlete, I'm trying to remember his name. And we're doing something step up for the blind. So we had to use Londro House because of the 19 floors.
Yeah.
Now, we wanted... No, so funny enough, we're using Londro House, but either the gig was with Capital FM.
It must have
it was Nation FM, funny enough.
Yeah, because I'm like, it must have, if it's Londro, it's Capital.
Londro, actually it was Nation FM.
But you're doing it at Londro House?
Yes. So no involvement of Capital, but Nation FM.
Okay.
Now, unless I'm mixing them up. Anyway, here's the story. When we went for the gig, Kina Big Ted, you know, promo t-shirts were a big deal. Like to get a Capital FM t-shirt or a Nation FM t-shirt. So, let's say if let's say the gig was by Nation FM, we went in Capital FM t-shirts.
Whoa.
So that the organizers can tell you, please remove them. Here are Nation FM t-shirts. So we used to do that for many gigs. Yeah. This one, tulipewa sticker, funikeni logo. We're given stickers to funika the logo. Wow. But we used to do a lot of gigs with them.
So and when you say gigs, what I mean when you say do, what are you doing?
So, see, we're the ones there distributing flyers. So during the gig,
just you and Pato.
Me and Pato. So during the gig, we'd either be told, okay, maybe man this area or you know, like just do something random.
Yeah, okay, I get.
Now, around that same time.
Now we're 99.
Or 1999.
Okay.
Now, between either of those 2 years, in my trying to learn things, see, I'm still meeting people. So I meet this guy. First, I won't tell you his name. I'll tell you after. So I meet this guy. This guy tells me he's doing an event, a major event. It was at Nairobi Cinema.
Okay.
This event was the first ever University Arts Achievement Awards.
Okay. This one I've never even heard of.
Let me tell you, I don't know how, but I ended up as a bartender.
At the gig?
Yes, at the gig. I was a bartender.
That's funny.
Now, this guy didn't pay me. But whatever he was supposed to pay me I made like 4 times that from the tips that I made from people buying drinks.
No way.
One tip I will never forget, Edward Kwach came to the bar with Eric Ndavi. They bought drinks. I was supposed to give them 400 bob back. They told me keep change.
Whoa.
So when this guy didn't pay me after, I was like, it's okay. Plus I'd met all these people.
Yes.
You know, this guy, you've heard his name mentioned before by especially Nameless.
Anaitwa nani?
Neto.
Nameless's pal.
Yes.
That's funny.
And I'll tell you why Neto is important in my life again, because I meet him later.
Yeah.
But I don't think he did it kwa ubaya.
Yeah.
I think it's those ones of, you're a young guy, you're a hungry guy, you're looking for something to do, you man the bar there, then
vile itakuwa.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, I didn't follow him. Maybe if you ask Neto now, he'll tell you. But hakunifuata,
nilikuwa busy. My suppliers walikuwa many.
Now, when in 99, in 2000, after now the gig we had done with MGC and with getting Waire the deal with whatever, Pato and I met a guy just through my events. We met a guy. This guy was he used to be a promoter also, and at the same time he was working as a promoter stroke manager for a hair salon pale Bazaar Plaza, that building. Now this guy is called Quincy, but not Quincy, the Quincy we know. Another Quincy.
Okay, not Quincy.
So now Quincy, as we talk, he tells us about how we met him. Was one of the gigs that we were doing for Shilton was sponsored by Pivot Point. And Quincy, so we met Quincy there during that gig. I think he recognized us as two young hustlers.
Yep.
So we hooked up. So Quincy told us about this idea he had of doing a beauty pageant. And initially it was meant to help sell the salon he was working for at that point. Then at some point it morphed to helping it sell. His dad used to run a tours and travel company out of, it was at Uganda House on Kenyatta Avenue.
Yeah, you spent a lot of time in Tao.
Yeah. So we started planning this gig.
Yep.
This gig was called Mega Euro and Africa
Pageant show,
something.
Yeah.
This gig, we did one at KICC. It wasn't well attended, but it had a few numbers. Then we were not paid. But we had been told there is another version to be done in Nakuru, because this company had another office in Nakuru. So we were told you'll be paid when you get to Nakuru. So even told when you get to Nakuru, when you go to that office, the secretary there will give you 2 sets of keys. One is for the car that you guys will be operating when you're in Nakuru. The other one is for the house of the mdosi who you'll be living in when you're in Nakuru. Then she'll also give you your chums for this other gig.
Kai, please don't tell me you're played. Please don't tell me you're played.
So we went to Nakuru.
Please don't tell me you're played.
So we got to Nakuru. The secretary tells us, amesema mchukue pesa kutoka hapa. Na mimi basi aliniambia nitume pesa Nairobi. So basically, as we're going to Nakuru, the money went to Nairobi.
Yeah.
Then getting there,
tell me you were given keys.
We were not given keys.
Yeah.
We were not given keys. But Quincy, because he was born and raised in Nakuru, he told us we'd find a way. Yeah. So I remember we ended up living at one of his friend's house, and we continued operating with the mind of hii story itasotiwa. Si tuendelee, as we were hungry. For us it wasn't about the money, it was about
I want to do this
Maze,
gig.
we want to do this beauty pageant.
I get.
Tukaendelea. Now the more we go along, the more we realize this story is not working with these guys. So now we're in Nakuru. Any chums we had of our own, we've run out. The guy who's hosting us is now tired of hosting us. So he starts telling us, hey guys, unajua budangu na bradhangu walikuwa sijua wameenda wapi, wanarudi. So itabidi mjipange. Luckily, there is a kachik who liked Pato. So she agreed to house us for some days.
Yes, Pole, just hold on one sec. Pole. Uko na, oh my God.